Welcome back, everybody. Look who's joining us. We have not one, but two Donald Trumps here with us this morning. Hi, guys. Thanks for being here.
Great to be here.
It's very timely that you're here because there's yet another controversy brewing. I guess one never ended, about Miss California, Carrie Prejean. You know her story well. She's the person who said she was asked the impossible question during the contest about how she felt about gay marriage. She answered honestly. She got into some heat with Perez Hilton about that, and now she's in trouble because these pictures have surfaced of her topless. What are your thoughts this morning about all of this?
Well, first of all, it was a very tough question. I'm not sure if there's an answer to that question, but we're going to be having a news conference at Trump Tower at 11 o'clock on Tuesday, and we're making a decision then, and I think Carrie's going to be there. I'm quite sure she's going to be there, and hopefully it'll be a very positive decision. But we have things to look at, and we're going to be doing that tomorrow.
Because of the controversy, that some are saying this morning that there could be a double standard here, that Carrie could have a problem because of her topless photos, and that we showed just a second ago, and we can put it back up here again, Miss Rhode Island posing for Maxim magazine from the front. I mean, it seems to me, looking at the ones of Carrie on the left and then the ones of Miss Rhode Island on the right, seems like hers are far more tame.
Well, most of these girls are models to start off with, so they do things, and they're not necessarily bad things. And I got to look at some of the photographs, and they're really not bad. And I think one of the reasons there's been such controversy is that Carrie is seriously good-looking. Because, look, let's face it, this whole situation, you talk about it all the time, and everyone goes with a big yawn, okay? Now, because of her look, everyone's made such a big deal out of it. But the President of the United States talked about it, major debating, and in fact, he happens to agree with her point of view.
Well, it seems like almost 50% of the country is one way or the other on the point, right? I mean, California even voted against this, where she's from, so it's an interesting thing.
And getting back to the photos, you've seen the photos of her in her bikini, the swimsuit shot. It seems to me those might be more exposing than the photos that are causing so much controversy. Here they are here. What do you think?
I think almost without question.
And that's on stage, yeah.
But, Donald, why does Miss Rhode Island not have a problem? She's topless in Maxim magazine, and Carrie Prejean you see her from the back. I mean, it's not that
totally honest with you?
Please, we know you are.
May I be totally honest?
Please.
This is the first time I've heard about Miss Rhode Island.
All right.
Here we go.
Check them out. I mean, you saw the photos.
Looks good to me.
Yeah. No, can you remove the ribbon? Yeah. Donald's asking to have the ribbon removed.
Okay, then
Donald is the only one that can ask to have the ribbon removed.
Do you like these rules that say you can't have photos like that in your past?
Well, all I know is this. Miss America, which was always a big pageant, is off the air. Nobody knows what happened to it. They're still looking. Does everyone see Miss... And the Miss USA and the Miss Universe is the hottest thing there is. So I happen to be very happy about it. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
But is there a violation of the rules? I guess that's the larger question, because so many people are bringing this up with regards to Miss California. If there's a rule violation, did she cross the line here?
We're going to be looking at that tomorrow. We have a big meeting with the Miss Universe people, Miss Universe, Miss USA, and we will be making a decision on Tuesday.
I believe we have some sound about how these have been scrutinized. Let's hear what some other officials are saying.
At the end of the day, she's a 21-year-old girl. She says, she's a model. She's not perfect. I haven't seen the photos, but, there was rumored to be nude photos or these semi-nude photos. I haven't seen them, so I can't really comment on them. But I think it is, at the end of the day, it's hard when you think of the fact that she's 21 years old and she's dealing with all of this controversy, although she did step into the public eye, so she's going to be scrutinized.
Hey, Donald, that's Tammy Farrell, the runner-up, who I read is going to be at this press conference tomorrow if she were to step into the place.
No, it's not tomorrow, it's Tuesday. But I will say this, she's a very attractive young lady, and you can just see she's trying to be nice, but boy, does she want the other one.
Of course she does.
This is life.
Right.
That's a perfect example of life. She's really a lovely young lady, and this and this and this.
She's going to keep the crown.
Now, take her crown away.
Now, is she handling it the way someone might handle it on The Apprentice? Was this something you'd say, I like your delicate nature, the way you're handling this negotiation here. You're being very diplomatic, yet we know you want the crown.
Well, I think Joan Rivers probably wouldn't be so delicate, and Minnie Duke would be very delicate, and people would say, what happened?
And we're going to talk to you guys shortly about what's coming up tonight, which is the big finale of The Apprentice. It's 3 hours live. As we were talking in the green room, who could ever do a 3-hour live show?
You. It's every day.
It's difficult. But they don't have to build buildings at the same time, so it's okay.
Yeah? I was complaining. I'm doing a 3-hour live show, and I said, I'm talking to people that do that every day.
I was like, cry me a river, buddy.
And we get up at 3 in the morning, so no sympathy there. We'll talk about